What's up guys, this is Mr. Erdogan, you're watching Music with Mr. Erdogan, and in this video we're going to be learning how to play 8th note triplets. Okay guys, so like I said in this lesson, we're going to be talking about 8th note triplets, but before we begin, let's review what an 8th note is and what it looks like. So this is an 8th note. It looks exactly like a chord note, except it has that little hook coming off the side of it. And when we have multiple 8th notes, we can put them together and they turn into this. So basically the hooks disappear and this line that attaches the notes appears at the top. And anytime we have more than one 8th note beside each other, this usually happens. They get connected to one another with that line. Now the important thing to remember about 8th notes is that there is only one liner hook at the top. If there's more than one liner hook, like 2 or 3, it's something completely different. So, if you've watched my lesson on Ode to Joy Part 1, which is recorder lesson 15, you may remember a bunch of music math that we did in that lesson. We talked about a bunch of different notes and how many beats they're worth. In that lesson, we talked about 8th notes and how an 8th note is a half a beat long. And if you haven't watched that lesson, I suggest watching it at some point because there's lots of good stuff in that lesson. And I'll make sure to link that lesson in the description below as well as the top right corner. So, going back to 8th notes. As a beginner musician, when you're playing music that has 8th notes in it, they typically come in pairs. So if we do a bit more music math and we add 2 8th notes together, that would be half a beat plus another half a beat. Together, it would be 1 beat, right? And that's always how it's going to be, unless you're playing 8th note triplets. So 8th note triplets are kind of the same as regular 8th notes, but instead of having 2 8th notes in a single beat, you're squeezing a third one in there. So 3 8th notes in a single beat, and you could only do that when you're playing them as 8th note triplets. So now that we've reviewed some music theory, let's actually start learning how they sound and how to play them. Let's start with a clapping exercise, and I want you to clap along at home. Now let's add some more triplets. Now let's throw in some regular 8th notes just to make your brain work. Now, if you're doing okay so far, it's time to try to play a song. So this song, we all know, it's Hot Cross Buns, right? So whenever I teach triplets to my students, I use a modified version of Hot Cross Buns that I like to call Hot Cross Triplets. As you can see, it's still the same 3 notes that we know, our B, A, and G, but instead of quarter notes and 8th notes, a lot of our notes have been changed to 8th note triplets. Let's listen to see what it sounds like. Okay, now let's try to play it slowly. And again, a little bit faster. And one more time, even faster. So my favorite example of a song that uses 8th note triplets is the Star Wars main theme. And I think I'm going to end this video here and leave you with the trailer for my video on how to learn it. So if you want to challenge yourself, I suggest giving it a try next. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up below, and don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.